Yes, my people. Wagwan. Welcome to Liontekz TV, Rubai. Make sure you're liking, subscribing to the channel. Every little helps like Tesco's, you get me? Bruv, this is another Liontekz Reacts, Rubai. Man's been spoiling you this week, fam. So making sure that you're liking and subscribing. Make sure you know, fam. Man have to get the slipper, man has to get the belt, Rubai. Nah, I'm just joking anyway. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. But the question I want to ask today, and the question I'm going to talk about is David Beckham underrated? Well, with me, he's very underrated, fam. He doesn't get the flowers that he deserves, fam. Because when you look at his whole career from start to finish, how much he contributed to the football game and his name now, but he's one of the most underrated footballers I've ever known, fam. You get me? He doesn't really get spoke about like, oh, he's one of the best English players ever, fam. Like people would go to Gaza and that, but boy, I'm saying Beckham's right up there with boy. Now let's go through his career, yeah. So quickly, yeah. He officially broke through, even though he played a little cameo part in 95-96 season, yeah. 96-97 was his breakthrough season, yeah. Man came on, man scored from the halfway line. You know that iconic goal that everyone will see against Wimbledon when they won 3-0 and he scored from the halfway line? Yeah? That was just the start of it, fam. Because if you see the amount of goals he scored that season, he scored free kicks, he was scoring volleys, he was chipping man from about 25 yards and that, fam. It was such a baller, cuz. But that season was his breakthrough season, 96-97. Ironically, the same season that Eric Cantona, man like King Cantona, Rubai, yeah, was his last season playing professional football for Manchester United. Yeah, one of the most famous players ever, King Cantona, Rubai. You get me? And David Beckham was a big part of the reason why Man United won the league that season. Him and Cantona contributed a lot to that season, yeah? Scoring goals, big goals in big games, you get me? FA Cup games, Premier League games, any kind of games. He was doing his thing, fam, trust me. And then we go into the following season now. Yeah, they just missed out to Arsenal winning the double, but David Beckham kept them in the title race with scoring crucial goals against Blackburn when they were behind and they had to come from behind and win to take it to the last couple of days. Well, Arsenal eventually beat them to the title, but they at least put up a fight there. And then we go into the World Cup 98, Rubai. This is one of the first World Cups that I can physically remember because at that time I was about 8-9 years old. You get me? So man at that time was still in primary school. I was still young, still learning about the game myself. You get me? Them times that I was just watching football, not really understanding the significance of football back then. You get me? But boy, England probably lose their first game against Romania. Then the second game, David Beckham comes up with a crucial free kick against Colombia. Yeah. A good Colombia team with man like Tino Asprilla, Rubai. And remember that flipping Afro guy in goal, fam? The one that used to do the fucking, the scorpion kick, Rubai. I forgot his name, fam, but he was a bad boy goalkeeper as well. And he top binged him from about 25 yards in that game, yeah? And England won the last game. I went through to the next round, yeah? Then they get Argentina, fam. Argentina with my brother Gabriel Batistuta up front, Rubai. One of the best strikers I've ever seen in my life. And if you don't know about Batistuta, go to the highlights, search him on YouTube, check out his goal contributions, check out the goals, the amount of goals that guy used to score, fam. And he wasn't even in the best team in Italy. He was in one of the worst teams in Italy, Fiorentina. But he was still shelling out against the big teams, home and away, every single season. But anyway, I digress for you, by yeah. Argentina get an early penalty in that game, yeah. Batistuta scores 1-0, yeah. Then England get a penalty. Alan Shearer makes it 1-1, yeah. Then Michael Owen scores probably one of the best goals of the tournament that year, yeah. Running through everyone, running through the defense and hitting it top bins. 18 years old, Michael Owen, his first ever World Cup, fam. Only come through that season in his breakthrough season, and the man was binsing it in the biggest stage. Yeah, big up Michael Owen, fam, my brother. You get me? But bruv, and then Argentina equalize with Zanetti. And if you don't know about Zanetti, you need to get to know, fam, because them Italian man were a bad man, fam. He used to play for Inter Milan. You get me? With R9 and them man there. That's that Inter Milan team. But we'll get onto that later. You get me? Hmm? Then this is where the controversy comes, yeah? Diego Simeone, aka Don Simeone, who's the manager of Atletico Madrid now. Big up Don Simeone. I'd love to take him at Arsenal, by the way. He's a bad man manager. But he was a bad boy player, fam. People don't know this, but he was a bad boy player. He was like the Argentinian Roy Keane, fam. That's what he was like. He was the hard man. You get me? Yeah? He fouls David Beckham, yeah? And then David Beckham sticks a leg out and just about catches him on the back of his leg. And Diego Simeone falls down, holding his ankle, playing around, messing around. Like when you look at that tackle, yeah, and you look at the contact, it was very minimal, yeah. And then the flipping referee sent him off. And then now, yeah, all the England fans are cussing off David Beckham, burning effigies, sending flipping gun bullets to man's house and that, fam. How could you send gun bullets to man's house and that, fam? Terrorizing his family, terrorizing him in public, calling him cunts, calling him bastards, calling him everything. The trials and tribulations that man went through after that World Cup was a disgrace, yeah? Because he did not deserve that, fam. He did not deserve that. Because people don't seem to realize, yeah, fam. That's not the reason why England flipping got knocked out. That's not the reason. Because people seem to overlook the fact, yeah, fam, that them man, they lost on penalties. Oh yeah. England lost on penalties. How many times have you fucking seen England lose on penalties, fam? England have made a tradition of losing on penalties. Look at Euro 96. Look at Euro 2004. Look at World Cup 2006. How many times are you going to lose on penalties? You get me? But you want to blame David Beckham for the reason why. They were not winning that World Cup anyway, fam. Brazil and France were the best two teams in that competition that season. That's why they got to the damn final. You get me? There's no way England was beating any of them two teams anyway. So the fact that you blamed him and the fact that he had to take that on the chin with so much scrutiny in the press, you had Glenn Hoddle coming out blaming him, saying, it was stupid what he did. Fam, he got twanged in it. Man got twanged, fam. You get me? At the time when I was watching it, I was in primary school, you get me? In the assembly hall where they were allowed us to watch the game, you get me? That was one of the main games that I remember from that World Cup, you get me? Yeah? And everyone in my assembly hall was going mad, fam, thinking, cuz, what's wrong with him? And I was just like, no, you know what? It is what it is, bruv. It is what it is. But the shit that he went through, fam, watching this documentary, I was like, fucking hell, man. The shit that he went through, man, was mad. And people will call us toxic when we call out players now. Think about what he went through all the way back then. That was over 20, nearly 30 years ago, fam. You smell me? But we digress. And how I rate, and this is why I rate David Beckham, yeah? And this is why I say, yeah, he's so underrated, and I rate him so highly, yeah. Because the mentality of this man, not even a year later, say about 9 months later, my man's lifting the treble for Manchester United, fam. The biggest achievement in that club's history. And he was a pivotal part of them winning that treble, fam. Yeah? Think about, yeah, the Juventus semi-final, yeah? He set up Roy Keane to score the crucial header that sent them through, yeah? Think about the final of that Champions League, yeah? When Man United got battered for 90 minutes. They were getting smoked. They were losing 1-0. Bayern Munich scored the early goal. You get me? And they hit the post about 1,000 times. And Schmeichel was making mad saves and mad saves and mad saves. But Man United still persevered. They still hung on in there. And who comes up trumps, bruv? David Blood Clot Beckham with the flipping corner. Yeah, he gets a corner in the 90th minute, whips it in. Teddy Sheringham scores the first goal. Yeah, with a toe poke. Yeah. A couple minutes later, this is all in stoppage time, by the way, in the Champions League final, fam. There was probably about 4 minutes stoppage time. So in the 94th minute, yeah, they get another corner. David Beckham whips in a beautiful ball, ricochets off the defender, and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer sticks a toenail, and they win 2-1, and they nick the Champions League. But David Beckham played a pivotal part in that, fam. You get me? Because Roy Keane was suspended, so David Beckham had to pull his socks up, and he did. And not a lot of people know that in that treble season, yeah, he also scored one of the contributing goals on the last game of the season when they nicked the title away from Arsenal. When it was head-to-head on the last game of the season, he scored a crucial goal in that season. Yeah? This is all coming off, yeah, flipping that World Cup final. And he came back and bounced back, emphatically shut everyone up, blood. Yeah? But for England, he was still getting scrutinized until the moment man called Golden Balls, Rubai. Golden Balls, cuz, yeah? 2001, yeah? England looked like they're going out, yeah? They're getting out of the qualifying stage, yeah? Losing 2-1 at home to Greece, yeah? David Beckham probably had, people don't realize, yeah, in this game, yeah? David Beckham had about 5 or so free kicks, yeah? And every single one of them went over the bar, went wide, went high and wide, goalkeeper saved one. And you're thinking, it ain't going to be England's day. Ain't going to be David Beckham's day. Then they get a free kick in the final minute, fam, in a pressure situation where the whole country is on his back, yeah? And he knows if he don't score this, yeah, England are getting knocked out and they don't qualify for the 2002 World Cup, yeah? Who has the balls to step up? David Beckham, Rubai, yeah? Steps up from about 25 yards, whips it top bins. Everyone's going crazy. The whole nation's going crazy. Everyone's jumping on the top of each other. Bears is flipping bare. And bear shit is just flying up in the air. You know how the English get down, innit? You know the ones there, yeah? So man redeemed himself like that, fam. Because only 4 years before that, man was the villain. Man went to villain to hero, cuz, yeah? And another reason why David Beckham was underrated, yeah? Because he still was contributing to Man United's successful title defenses. 2001, they won the title. 2002, they lost the title to us. 2003, his final season, they won the title. But during that season, him and Fergie were not getting along at all, fam. That's why man got the boot to the head, fam. And man walked out with stitches. And this was after they lost the FA Cup game to Arsenal at Old Trafford, 2-0, courtesy of Edu and Sylvain Wiltord, yeah? We rested Henry for that game. Henry came on in the second half in that game when we were already 2-0 up. So we didn't even need Henry for that game, yeah? Ruud van Nistelrooy and all of their best players were playing. We played some makeshift team that game, yeah? And we came out comprehensive winners, yeah? And this is how David Beckham's so rated, yeah? That Real Madrid came and picked him as part of the Galacticos project, fam. So man went to Real Madrid and man was playing with Zidane, R9, Roberto Carlos, Raul, Guti, Figo, flipping Makaleli. Who else was there? Steve McManaman, I think, was there back then. You get me? Iker Casillas. You know how sick that team was? And he was a regular in that team. Still scoring goals, still banging in goals, still doing this thing, fam. Even to the point, yeah, that Zidane rates him. R9 rates him. They're still good friends now. You get me? All the way to the fact that when he retired, yeah, he ended up flipping buying his own football club, yeah, Inter Miami in Los Angeles, yeah, not Los Angeles, Miami, yeah, in America. Man owns his own football team, and he's recently signed Lionel Messi. This is how big David Beckham is now, yeah. But it all started from when he got with Posh Spice. For people that don't know who Posh Spice is, she was part of the Spice Girls. And anyone that was born in the early 90s will know about the Spice Girls, you get me? Big band back then, popular band, English band, girl band, you get me? Doing their thing, yeah? So back then, David Beckham weren't even famous. His wife was more famous than him. He went on to have children with her, Romeo and Brooklyn. I see Romeo the other day. Romeo looks exactly like fucking Beckham, bruv. It's mad. Them family genes are strong, bruv. You get me? Now, this is what I'm saying. David Beckham is extremely underrated, I think, yeah? Because he's probably one of the best players England's ever produced in terms of technical ability, in terms of technique, to the point, yeah, man was calling it, they bend it like Beckham, fam. No one could strike a ball like Beckham, Rubai, to the point where it was named after Beckham, fam. Get me? So I just want to put you lot all on notice, yeah, that David Beckham, to me, is very rated, yeah. No matter what people think that is underrated, he's very rated in my eyes. You get me? Yeah. So there you go, fam. Man, like to just keep it real. Yeah. So hope you enjoyed the video, fam. Make sure you're liking and subscribing to this channel, Rubai, because I'm seeing the views on this channel, fam, and I'm seeing minimal likes. If you're watching the video, please like it, fam. Yeah. It doesn't cost much, cuz it doesn't cost anything, fam. Show the support. You get me? Man's doing these videos, bruv. I appreciate everyone that's watching. You understand? Yeah. Make sure you look out, yeah, for my other videos. Look out for the match reaction for the Man City game on Sunday. Make sure you look out for that. Make sure you keep your notification bells on. Like and subscribe to this channel, Rubai. Promote it to your friends and your friends' friends and your friends' friends, Rubai. You understand? Liontekz TV here, and I'm out. Safe.